Hi, welcome to Three Things Thursday with Robert Hertel. So over the last couple months, I've had, a dozen different agents come up to me and talk to me about how do I keep my energy up throughout the whole day, right? We have a real big push in the morning. We talk about how the morning is the most important part of your day, and we've gone over tips on how to make the most out of your morning. But we're having agents come to me and say, I'm doing that in the morning, I go to lunch, and after lunch, I'm crashing. Right? My energy's down, my enthusiasm's down, I don't have all the motivation to get going the second half of the day, and it's affecting my numbers, it's affecting my production, right? And I know that if the agents I'm working with are coming to me and asking about this, that there's a lot of other agents out there that are having the same problem, so I figured now's a good time to make a video on it. So what I've put together here is 3 basic, very easy tips that you can follow to make sure that the second half of your day is just as productive as the first half of your day, and you're not dying down the second half of the day, all right? So, very easy to follow, 3 steps to make sure that the second half of your day is just as productive as the first half of your day, all right? And let's get into it. So, number 1 is this. Have a productive lunch, all right? Here's what I mean by this. One of the downsides, and there's not many, okay? One of the downsides of living in Southern California is that the weather is amazing 90% of the time, okay? I mean, I'm actually looking out a window right now. It's clear skies, it's 80 degrees, and I'm sitting there going, what a nice day to be golfing. What a nice day to be at the pool. Okay? We all have that. So the problem we have is we go out of the office for lunch, we go kick back, relax, things like that. We're enjoying the weather, and it just drains us. Okay? We get back in the office, and it's like, I really don't want to be here. There's so many other things for me to do. There's so many other places I could be. So here's what you need to do. Have a productive lunch. Now, you can leave the office. I'm not saying you got to be a prisoner in the office. Okay, you can leave the office. But what I mean by a productive lunch is this. Even while you're eating lunch, read something, okay? Read a motivational book, a sales book, something along those lines. Keep your mind stimulated. Watch videos, listen to recordings, okay? Whatever the case may be, have some sort of business lunch. Make your lunch productive, because what you don't want to do, you don't want to let the creativity leave, right? You don't want to let the business mindset leave, because it's tough to get it back. So even at lunch, something as basic as while you're eating, reading a book, okay? Watching a video, listening to a recording. Again, make it motivational, hopefully somewhat sales-oriented, whatever the case may be, but just keep the mind moving. Keep it moving. That will help you, so that way when you're done with lunch, you're still in the mode. You're still in work mode. You're still in energetic mode, okay? So make that a thing for your lunch. Make it a productive lunch, all right? Now, look, I get it, okay? You're sitting there going, oh, man, well, sometimes I want to go out. We're going to have those days. You're going to have those days where you want to go out and just have a nice lunch. Okay, I get it. Have those days. But for the most part, make sure that you're having productive lunches. It'll help you through the rest of your day. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is this. Now, let's just say you go to lunch at 12, right? Go to lunch from 12 to 1. Have something set on your calendar for you to do at 1 o'clock exactly, and make that something active. Here's what I mean. Where most people get into trouble is that they come back from lunch and then they go to their desk and they do something very, well, I guess lazy is a word. Not lazy as far as you're not working, but just the activity is lazy. So it's like, all right, well, send out some emails and read some articles, what's going on in the market, things like that. So you're not getting your energy going. You're not ramping up anymore. So you were slow and methodical for lunch. Now you're slow and methodical at 1. When you get back, next thing you know, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4, it's 5. Okay, you got to ramp yourself back up. So at 1 o'clock, have something set on your calendar. Now it could be, okay, I'm doing role playing at 1 o'clock. Now role playing, I'm active, I'm doing it. Okay, I'm going to record my listing presentation at 1 o'clock. So I got to practice part. I'm recording my listing presentation. I'm in front of a camera. I got to be active. Okay, if you do videos like the one I'm doing right now, do it at 1 o'clock. Okay, you come back, you're making your video. Whatever the case may be, do that at 1. Do objection handlers at 1 o'clock. Maybe do some prospecting and say, hey, look, I prospect in the morning, At 1 o'clock, I'm going to hit the phones for an hour, or I'm going to hit the doors for an hour. But have something set active for 1 o'clock every single day. So you have a productive lunch, right? Your mind's going, you come back at 1, boom, you're active, you're back up. Okay, it's the second half of the day, you got your energy going, you're moving again. But you have to have that in the calendar set at 1 o'clock. Now, to start, you may have to have something set at 1 and at 2. Because you may do something at 1, but then you die down 2. Die down 2, sorry. So you may have to start at 1 and 2, but make sure it's active. Not returning emails, not checking voicemail, not reading your market stats. All those things you need to do, don't do it at 1 o'clock. All right? Have something set that gets you active. Or maybe it's a class, but it's an interactive class that you're learning a little bit. Have something set up at 1 o'clock today. All right? The third thing is this. Set your appointments for the afternoon. Okay? Set your appointments for the afternoon. Have time blocks for those appointments. So that's a whole separate subject as far as scheduling. But set your appointments for the afternoon. Here's why. If you have an appointment at 3 o'clock, you're not going to be lazy up to that point. I hope not. You know, maybe we need to have a different discussion. But like, if you're setting your appointments at 3 and 5, you come back from lunch, you're excited because you're going to do your CMA, you're going to do all your previewing, you're going to have your presentation, you're going to practice it. You're going to be excited and energetic at 3 o'clock. You don't have time to die down, right? You got to be ready to go. Now, if you have your appointments in the morning and it affects your prospecting time and things like that, then you go to lunch, it's like, well, I did my appointments, and it's harder to get agents ramped up for prospecting than it is for an appointment. So if you say, well, I'll do my appointments in the morning and I'll do my prospect in the afternoon. For most agents, that prospect in the afternoon either A, is not going to get done, or it's going to be at a very low quality. Okay? Not all, there's exceptions, but for most. So do your prospect in the morning, appointments in the afternoon. That'll keep you energized. Keep you energized throughout the day because you know it's showtime, it's money time is coming up. All right? So follow those 3 basic things. Okay? Number 1, productive lunch. Number 2, have something set at 1 o'clock or whenever your lunch ends. Okay? Every day, but it has to be active. And number 3, set your appointments in the afternoon. That will keep you active and energetic the second half of the day so that you are more productive in the second half of the day, just like you are in the first half of the day, so you're getting a productive full day of work. You do that, watch your income just take off, all right? It's coming up the second half of the year. You still have time to have a monster 2017. These little things can help. That's your 3 Things Thursday for the week. Please subscribe to my channel so you get all my other coaching videos, usually 2 a week. I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.